All right, welcome back. So we got cut off almost at the exact same point we did yesterday. So we're just going to pick up again and move forward with our 30-day abundance challenge. And then we'll stick these two parts together for you on the podcast. You can come back here free to watch these on Facebook live as live or Facebook page, free as much as you want. But at some point they may disappear off the feed. So we are moving them into podcast form over to my podcast. So you can go to iTunes and look up Bliss Life podcast, or you can go to lightbodyschool.com/show, I think. Or if you have any questions, just let us know. And if you go to nanakasha.com and you get on the email list, we'll always tell you when the next show is coming out. If you subscribe on iTunes, they tell you that too. Okay, so we were talking about our abundance meditation today. We went over our Black Friday specials and we were getting into our scale. So we're going to work with the Shri Yantra today. We just did this in the Light Body School earlier. It was super juicy and yummy. And so working with another sacred healing symbol for abundance. So I want you to start before we begin, if you're good with pendulum, muscle testing, or body compass. If not, let me know. We can get you going with that. We want everybody on the planet to have a trustworthy truth testing method. So what you want to do is first ask for a clear connection to my highest self. I ask for a clear connection to my higher self, and keep waiting. If you keep getting no, then keep asking, tuning in a little more. I ask for a clear connection to my higher self. Once you get a yes, then start close to wherever you think you are, or 250, which is neutral zone. So am I currently vibrating at 250? No. Higher than 250? Lower than 250? Wherever you get a yes, then you start to go. Am I vibrating at 310? No. 350? No. 400? Okay, great. I'm up at reason, understanding. Or am I vibrating at courage? 200? 175? Let's say you're feeling a lot of guilt because something just happened and you're vibrating at 30. So you'll end up going no, 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 all the way down. Now make sure once you get a yes that you test it by keep going. So let's say you go down to courage and then to pride and then to anger, and you get a yes at anger. Keep going down to 125 desire. You get a no, go back to anger, you get a yes, go up to pride, get a no, go back to anger, get a yes. So you can go back and forth, up and down, and this is part of how you develop that really solid trust in your truth testing method, whether it's muscle testing or pendulum. Pendulums are very easy to influence. I don't recommend crystal pendulums as a general rule, and make sure that you clear them if you do use them, okay? So once you look at where you find where you are, just tune back in. Our goal is always to go to acceptance and then gratitude. Acceptance and then gratitude. Emotionally, that is forgiveness, which is letting go. It's not an effortful forgiveness. Oh, I have to forgive this person and I hate them. No, it's just your emotional body lets go. Great. Gives back what doesn't belong to you. Fantastic. Frees up your energy for you. And at gratitude, that's contentment. Then our goal in our thought process is harmonious thoughts, and then reverence, that deep reverence, when you just look and think, oh my gosh, everything is divine, it's beautiful, I see love and beauty in all, including myself. And the beautiful part is the pattern, the bubble, the atmosphere that you're living in, the vibration that you're living in. You want to go to transcendence, right? That's at the acceptance vibration, go above, and then appreciation. Appreciation is the gratitude pattern. And then we move into compassion and truth. Compassion and truth. So those are our goals at all times, and we never judge ourselves or get upset that we're not there. We accept exactly where we are, feel it, and it's the fastest path to rising up out of fear or anxiety, out of regret, out of misery, right? Any of those things is to accept it, then you begin to rise up. Beautiful, beautiful tool. All right, let's tune into our Hunab Ku, because we've learned so far that abundance is a flow and a state and a particular portal in our light body structure. We've learned that abundance isn't a reflection of our circumstances, our upbringing, whether we're skinny or fat, tall, thin, girl, boy, a lawyer, a massage therapist, a mother. Doesn't matter what color your hair is, what country you live in, none of it matters. What matters is your alignment with you and your acceptance of your multidimensional nature, which means I am the yin and the yang. I am the light and the dark, not dark as in evil, okay? So one thing we're doing on this 30-day challenge is attempting to crack open the Western mindset that I was raised with, that most of you probably have had. And what I mean by that is that we want to break free of the idea that this is good and this is bad. This is God and this is the devil. This is evil, right? And I have to achieve this level of good and stay there, right? No, you don't. You don't have to. You don't hold on to what you have achieved as if now I finally reached the goal. See, I know because I lived this way most of my life. I was a massive overachiever to win the approval, love, / whatever, right, of my family and so on. So I wanted to be the best and the good. And when I would achieve something and make a lot of money and make a successful business, and then something would happen, like my first business was in fashion design, and I worked for a few people in LA, and then I opened my own business and exploded to $1 million in sales the first year. And I didn't know how to grow a business. I was 20 some years old. So I'm working 13 hours a day, and my husband at the time was coming and helping, and then he started working there 13 hours a day, and we took all the money we made and we were putting it back into it, and we were going as fast as we could. And it was the end of the 80s, and the economy collapsed. All the department stores bought each other and then declared bankruptcy, which is essentially didn't pay. And so between specialty stores and catalogs and department stores all basically going out of business or going bankrupt, no one paid us. And so hundreds of thousands of dollars we couldn't collect on, had to close. And that was my first breakdown in terms of an entire belief system breaking down, right? So what the gift was from that, now I love that event because it turned me in a new direction. It broke apart my old reality and made me look like, okay, well, what the hell? That didn't work. What I thought was true and real, what I thought was the way to live my life, what I thought was the intention I should put out there in order to do stuff, like work all the time, because I was raised with the harder you work, the better person you are. So now you have the ability to start to break free from those. You probably have had things that happened in your life that do that. I want you to take it another step further. What can you really do to unhook from expectations or beliefs or disappointments that are living inside of you, that are throwing this out of balance? What this symbol shows you is that you are both. You are all. You can create and you can destroy, and you need to do both. You need to leave, living with your parents at some point. That's a destruction. That's destroying a particular living pattern. You need to move to a new place. You need to graduate from school and move on. Things are uncreated and created. Beingness and non-beingness are the same thing. They're just moving back and forth. The base is the structure, but the space inside of it is what's useful. So both the feminine and masculine have to exist for us to have form, for us to have experience, for us to have abundance. And whatever way you're redefining abundance, right? You're defining it being aligned with your truth, what we call your soul signature frequency, aligned with what's the best way for you. How can you be the most unique, the most you could possibly be? How could you let go of what you thought you should be, what you think you should have achieved or not lost? Like I've many times built things and created things and made money, and then it's gone away and again and over. And the cyclical nature has given me a lot of wisdom and experience. It's given me a lot of understanding, and it's driven me to go deep, deep and understand the mysteries, the energies, the quantum physics, the ancient symbols, the ability to communicate with animals and other realms, and all of this stuff. Because for me, I want to understand, okay, what's underneath that? Why is that happening? How do I go beneath that? What's an easier way to do that? So I can really own being the creator of my reality. And that's what this is about. You are mastering your ability to be the creator of your reality. And so we're just infusing this as I'm talking. You're bringing this in through, hopefully you're just looking straight into it like we do, letting it vibrate, move, start to spiral, bring messages to you. It's coming off the page onto your skin, going into your third eye, through your forehead, into your eyes, breathing it in. Hunab Ku. It is called Hunab Ku, which means one, or the one God, or the one source, or oneness, or unity. All right, so now we're going to, now that we've like reawakened that within us, if you've been doing the meditations with me, you've been playing with that symbol, I'm going to share a new symbol with you today. Excuse me. This is called the Sri Yantra, or the Sri Chakra sometimes. And you can see that it's 9 interlocking triangles that surround and radiate out from a central point called a bindu. It represents many different things, and as you can tell, what I want you to do is to look at that dot in the center, okay? I don't want you to read the copy. I just listen to me, and it's already vibrating, right? Isn't it? It's lighting up, and you're seeing different parts of it. So I want you to just stare at the central point. The central point is the tip of the pyramid, the top of the temple. It is also the point of unity and oneness, where the universe and creation come from. And as this becomes three-dimensional to you, as you look at it, you're going to see the triangles pointing down, and then maybe you're going to see them pointing up, and maybe some of the shapes are going to come alive, and you're going to see all the tiny little ones and the big ones, and it just continues to move, because this is a very powerful symbol. It is a visual representation of a frequency. So since everything is energy or vibration and frequency, light, it's vibrating at a particular rate to create something. This is the interlocking worlds. So what this represents is, 1, your pineal gland. This is your inner eye, or your third eye. It's the primary gland amongst many glands, like your pituitary and your thalamus and hypothalamus and many other ones. But it looks like a pine cone. So when you see statues like the statue in the Vatican, that's a pine cone in the center of the huge pine cone in the center of the Vatican. Why on earth would they do that? Well, because they know that your pineal gland is your spiritual gland. This is your connection to source, to God. And so this is your pineal gland, represented here in 2D, although it's becoming three-dimensional to you as you look at it. And it's also represented in 3D, in little temples or in actual temples that you can go to, and I'll show you that in a minute. So when this is represented in three-dimensional form, it becomes a temple with a top point. Now, this also represents the universal mother goddess in the form of what's called Tripura Sundari. And it means the beauty of the 3 worlds. So this is earth, gross or physical world, atmosphere, which is kind of what we live in, on top of the earth, and sky or heaven, the ultimate primordial Shakti, the light of manifestation, and Shiva, the all. So it's the exact balance of masculine and feminine. So just like here, in the yin yang and in the Mayan Aztec Hunab Ku, now we see again in the Hindu Sri Yantra. So we're seeing different cultures, different places on the planet that have all adopted the same concept of unity. So this represents the 3 worlds, which all blend together to represent the all. It's a multi-dimensional universe that we live in, or multi-dimensional universe, or multiverse. And it represents the totality of all creation and existence and symbolizes unity. So that point at the top there is unity. So I want to show you the temple. This is what the Sri Yantra, what you were just looking at, looks like when it is three-dimensional. So you were looking from underneath the base. So if you picked this up and you turned the top of the temple away from you and you stared straight into it, that's what you're looking at here. The point here, the Bindu point, is the very tip of this pyramid. So this represents the same thing that the Mayan 9-step pyramids represent, which is the 9 waves of consciousness, the 9 levels of evolution that we have gone through to get back to unity. And the top of a Mayan pyramid represents the 9th wave of consciousness, unity consciousness. The top of the Sri Yantra represents unity consciousness. Again, we're back to oneness. Do you remember the scale? Well, remember the scale. Let's go skip to our scale real quick. Look at where abundance is. At 540, the state of joy, the emotion of happiness, the thoughts of abundance, the pattern of shape-shifting transfiguration or change, and the high frequency of 1. So we've been tuning into joy, happiness, oneness in order to open to that field of abundance. And here again now, we're seeing that this is bringing us to oneness. Always bringing us up to oneness. So when you look into this, you can meditate on this. We will send this to you in the emails, so make sure you're on our email list on nanakasha.com. We'll send this to you in a nice, beautiful, clearer format. This one doesn't look all that clear to me. Then we recommend that you print it physically. You can put it on your phone or on your computer as well, but also print it and put it in a clear frame and stand it up in front of you, or put it in some way where you can sit in front of it and meditate by looking into it. You will have very profound meditations. You will also, if you add listening to chants or chanting along with chants that you like, it could just be Om or Ah, which is the heart chakra, all the different chakras, sounds, Ooh, Oh, Ah, you know, they go up and up. There is one that's a chakra, no, a chant to Lakshmi, the goddess of abundance. And so I'm going to put down a note to share that as well in an email, the chant for Lakshmi abundance. And I can't play that on these, or Facebook would turn us off because it's licensed music type of thing. But I will share it with you so you can play it, and then you can use your Sri Yantra. Okay, so let's look quickly at how it's formed. So just like the beginning, the void, the source, God, that all that is chaos. It's just everything there. There's no form, the void. And then there is the desire to reach out, the desire, the impetus, the passion, the thought. And then light goes out. And that is our 4 triangles pointing up, which is the masculine principle, okay? And that Shiva principle is that going out into the world, okay? Creating that ability. And then we have to have something else, or it's just all going out. There's no contrast. If you don't have sadness, you won't know really what happiness is. You'll just be like, this is what I am. I'm always this. What is it? I don't know. In order to have a description, you have to have contrast, right? So that's the cool thing. You want to know about how to manifest in your life. Money, houses, cars, friends, opportunities, travel, freedom, happiness, health, healing, miracles, angels, right? You want to manifest. You want to be the creator. You know you are the creator. You know you were created to be the creator. This is how it happened. We all together as one big giant blob of yumminess went, yeah, let's just go out. And then what you had to do after you've gone out and out and out, you have to come back in. And so the second one here, the 5 triangles pointing down, that's the Shakti, that's the feminine principle, the divine masculine, and then the divine feminine. And that's the chalice, right, that we see, and the goblet, and all of the different symbolisms throughout time and mystery and art and all kinds of things, right? And we see this now coming down, and then the the central figure is the two together. And what does that give us? These are the three worlds. Okay, so we're going to talk about that in a moment. That's the physical, the subtle, and the supreme. And the supreme or the supernatural world is when these come together. And this is when we own the powers to manifest. And then the complete Sri Yantra is represented like this, with the lotus petals, meaning this is opening inside of your awareness. This is opening within your consciousness, within your third eye, within your crown. And to me, it also represents the Shiva rings of fire, which are these rings of fire that purify you. So you can let go of the old way of thinking, the old way of being, because stop creating the same you every day. How do you expect more of anything to come into your life if you get up and think the same and do the same and be the same and eat the same? Everything cannot be the same. We have to change that. So this complete with the doors to the different dimensions and the directions creates a symbol that comes alive within us. Okay? So this also represents this Tripura Shakti goddess we talked about. We call her Lalita, the red goddess. And so Vidya means knowledge, specifically female knowledge. So we're looking at the goddess, and in this context, in the aspect of Shri or Lalita, and the magical diagram is the Sri Yantra. She's a red flower, and so the Sri Yantra is supposed to represent also this red flower. The feminine principle blended with the perfect balance of the male principle. Remember, we have our three worlds. And so earth, atmosphere, and sky, or physical, subtle, and supreme, we have them come together and they form this beautiful flower. The Tantric tradition views its symbols as having gross or physical aspect, a subtle aspect. So the physical would be the male, the subtle, the female, the intuitive, the subtle, and the supreme, the two together. In terms of Lalita, our beautiful red goddess, the gross form is the image of the goddess. She is here with her forearms and everything else that they hold and all that. The subtle form is the yantra, this symbol, and the supreme form is her mantra. So these are all different forms of frequency. The form of a person, that's a frequency. There's a light body structure around it creating that form, right, into physical form. But it's all light. And the subtle form is this frequency, this vibrational field represented here, right? And then the supreme is the two together, which is the sound, okay? All three being the goddess in different aspects. Behind the sometimes colorful symbolism is deep wisdom coupled with practical methods for realizing oneself. And that's what I love about this work. It's beautiful, and if you like this kind of ancient wisdom and knowledge and symbolism and stuff like I do, you groove on it. If you're like, whatever, I can take it or leave it, this is why I want you to understand. When we begin to use this, breathe it in, look at it, go into it, activate it within us, ask it to work with us, ask it to open answers, doorways, clear us, heal us. These are living, vibrating, sacred, powerful representations. It's a body, right? Just like ours, that holds very great power. Also because people throughout many, many millennium often have used these symbols, have meditated with them, have connected with them, have created a relationship with them, have brought them into the consciousness of our world right here, then you see these all over, right? You see the flower of life patterns, and you see the Sri Yantras, and you see them on clothes and earrings and samples, and there's one behind me right now. And so these are empowered even more because they have a tangible and practical physical reality that we can connect to as well. So when you have these abstract spiritual concepts or these energies that I ask you to see or invite, remember that they are combined energies and frequencies that can relate to you in a way and your way. So unique to you, you might see a red goddess and not the Sri Yantra. You might just see the math of it, or you might just see nothing but light, white light, but you feel a shift. So whatever way you experience these things is perfect for you. And the more you accept it and go with it, the deeper it can take you to that open field of flow of abundance. So you can see why the Sri Yantra is a very important symbol for aligning with the flow of abundance. It aligns you with all of the worlds. It aligns you with the goddess and the feminine energy to create, as well as the oneness, the unity. Now, the Sri Yantra is a step pyramid of ascension. So I showed you here, it represents, it's like the pineal gland, looks kind of like a pineal. And also, when you see it or stand in it or breathe it in, it's that pyramid of ascension, just the same way as the Mayans used theirs. So in the Bliss Life retreats, we go up these pyramids and we conscious before. I've tuned everyone in and explained each level of this represents a level of your evolution. And you may have memories, karmic knots, blocks, and other things that are at each of these levels that you're ready to let go of. Use this opportunity as you are physically climbing this structure that has been used and was built with sacred geometry aligned to sacred things and used for these ceremonies, that energy that's locked in there to free yourself, to transform yourself. So Sri Yantra is worshipped or meditated upon in three forms: the two-dimensional form we've been looking at, the three-dimensional form of the little thing, and also buildings as well. So it's much like an ascension up a step pyramid pilgrimage. With each step, the yogi ascends from the base towards the center, ultimately uniting with the universe. So the same thing when we climb the Mayan pyramids, you are moving towards oneness, towards the center, towards the highest frequency, and also where it meets at the point, right? So this Sri Yantra is a map, okay, that it's your spiritual journey from the earthly plane to final enlightenment, from outer triangles to central dot, the center of the universe, the place of origin and unity, where one merges with supreme consciousness. Pi, Phi, golden ratio, Fibonacci series, all of these geometric sacred patterns, these geometric patterns were known to the Vedic sages who used these symbols, and they know that they have everything inside of it. So what it does is it works like a tuning fork, and it helps you connect to universal consciousness, to oneness. Where is that? Well, it's up there at abundance. It's up there at joy. So when you're feeling true joy, you are very close to unity consciousness. You are tuning into oneness, which is the precursor to that. The sages say that the Sri Yantra is essentially like a machine that absorbs the cosmic energy from the universe, from the multiverses, and it's said to be the geometric representation of the most sacred sounds in the universe that brings luck and dilutes negative vibrations. So when you look at this, when you meditated on it, when you repeat this meditation, you too will have an opportunity. Just looking at it, you could see it coming alive, right? It's vibrating with the sacred sounds of the universe. It is bringing you good luck because it's diluting negative vibrations, and it's collecting all that cosmic energy, that universal energy, and it's bringing it to you and attuning you to it. Perfect. Beautiful, right? Yay. So this is what it looks like in physical form. Once it's been created, the different levels of the temple, then I've never been in one, but I'm looking forward to doing that. So, all right, so we're going to do our meditation now, and we're going to be diving into the Sri Yantra and going on a journey with the red goddess. So I want you to look directly into the center, look at the dot, look at the bindu point. That is the point where all things connect. That is unity. That is universal consciousness. And as you look at it, you feel yourself tuning in. You feel yourself being drawn towards it. Magnetically, it's beginning to come off the page and caress your skin. It's beginning to pulse with the frequency of divine white light, pure love, enlightenment, all that is. Just allow whatever is drawing your attention as you continue to look only at that point of unity and begin to declare within, I am one, I am unity, I am one, I am one. Now feeling it coming in through your eyes and beginning to move right through your forehead and right through your skull into your brain and coming off wave after wave. It is moving through your brain, moving over your pineal, pituitary, your inner eye. It is moving through your Ajna chakra, and you just feel wave after wave. It is coming towards you, wave after wave. You feel and see it growing and changing, becoming the tall, tall temple and moving into it. And then feel yourself moving out of it and looking up into it. Feel yourself moving deeper into it. And like spreading your wings into each of these petals, each of these places, you feel your multidimensional nature like a mirror gallery. This is here, but then when it crosses this, it creates another doorway, and another doorway, and another doorway, and another doorway. As you breathe into it, the light grows stronger and stronger, and you feel yourself a part of this beautiful red flower. You feel yourself unfolding into the red goddess. I am the beauty of the three worlds, the Trinity, the Tripura Sundari. I am the light of manifestation, the Shakti, the Shiva. I am the all. I am creation. I am destruction. I am existence. I am unity. And I am separation. The earth is strong within you and around you. And you say, thank you for this beautiful body and this exquisite opportunity to use this physical world to create, to blend. Thank you, Gaia. I am on this journey with you. I love the earth. I love touching, tasting, smelling, breathing. I accept my physical nature. And I am one. Feel yourself pulsing deeper, going deeper. Follow where the Sri Yantra is taking you. She knows where you need to go. The red goddess, Lalita, beautiful, like the flower, red and flowing, guiding you through this sacred temple. Each time you move in, you see new doors. She looks at you and beckons, this way, this way. And you move down through a pyramid doorway, and light explodes. You are now in the atmosphere, the second of the three worlds. Here, a red mist all around you fogs your clarity. She whispers, relax, let it be. Drop into your feminine, intuitive senses. You don't need to see. You can see. You don't need to know. You can feel. Let go and rise above the physical world and feel yourself floating in the world of thought and intuition, mist, light, and air. Feel yourself in the constant flow of transfiguration, feeling the physical water becoming air, becoming clouds, becoming rain, and going back down again. You watch as the physical world arises from the non-being world, emerges from this atmosphere, from the womb, from the sacred Shakti, the light of manifestation. Let there be light. Then the red mist turns to light. And you relax as this crystal temple of the Sri Yantra lights up around you, illuminating your blueprint, your purpose, and showing you a path to the oneness and to opening that new, expanded connection to the field of infinite possibilities. In here, you see the light reflecting all around you. And you begin to see that the reflections are opening new doors, and the red goddess takes your hand and you soar up, 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 higher and higher into the Sri Yantra temple. More light, more doors, more mirrors, more crystals, more and more dimensions you see here. I am in the sky. I am in the heavens. I am in the supreme world, the world of the all, of the yin and the yang, of the above and the below. I am the divine essence of the feminine. I am the divine masculine. I am the creator. I am the destructor. I am the all. Expand and feel the love that is pouring to you and from this Sri Yantra structure. Beams of light of all colors now begin to come like a giant prism, refracting the oneness light of white love, exploding and like refracting off of millions of mirrors around you and beneath you. You are being bathed in rays of light, rays of color, rays of love, rays of clarity. Take a deep breath in. Slowly expand yourself and whisper, I am an excellent receiver. Be here now and be a clear and open channel. Stay here, floating in the center of this Sri Yantra crystal temple. The light rays bouncing off of all possibilities, the perfect balance of yin yang, the Hunab Ku. I am the one. I am the flow of abundance. I am ready and willing and open and receptive to see and feel my next step with clarity and to receive an infusion of the exact energies, strength, wisdom, and knowledge I will need to move through my path and open the door to freedom and abundance. as you receive this experience, the wisdom, the vision, the healing, the transformation, whatever it is, let it flow. And notice how it lights up different parts of you. Just observe, just feel, just watch, enjoy. The red goddess now comes and whispers in your ear. What are you going to do with this totality of creation and existence, this beauty of the three worlds, this power of the Shakti and Shiva? Now that you've stated your intentions, she fills your heart full of the most gorgeous liquid red light. You feel the love filling up and expanding, going deep to places you haven't allowed love in a long time. You feel this liquid red light bringing you strength, and you feel yourself standing taller, your spine moving up. This red liquid light is bringing you clarity, inspiration, boldness, stability. You allow your heart to beat with this deep, red, exquisite strength, love, and power. Heart and strength, the blending of the above and the below, the physical and the intuitive. I am the one. I am the one, the creator of my reality. I am divine vision, and I accept the strength and love, the clarity and power of Lalita, the triple mother goddess. And you feel this red now pouring into your pineal gland and the entire Sri Yantra temple around you, pulsing with your pineal, reminding it of the frequency of functional perfection, decalcifying, removing the stone, rejuvenating, renewing, pulsing, 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 pulsing. Take a deep breath in. Feel this red energy in your heart and your third eye. 3, 2, 1. Explode that red liquid love out through your body, your bones, your cells, your DNA, through your mind, your beliefs, and your thoughts, out through your emotions, out, out, out. The love and strength, the power of the Sri Yantra, the awakened pineal, the beauty of the three worlds, the light of manifestation, travels out through your house, through your bed and your table, your food, out through your garden, your land, through your animals and trees, through your town, down, down into the earth, to the center of Gaia's heart, up, 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 into the air, the clouds, the stars, the moon, the sun, around the world, to every single country, every single person. This divine love pours to you and through you, and you rise up, up, up that Sri Yantra temple, entering the very tip, the point of unity. You explode up into unity, into divine love and light. Float here for a moment. Gather what you are ready to bring back. Feel the love and the blessings. Floating here in perfect unity and oneness. Ask now that you anchor in this feeling and sensation, that you can come back here anytime you need and ride this liquid light of love to the top of the Sri Yantra pyramid, to the unity. Every time you look at the Sri Yantra, you say or think of the Sri Yantra. Anytime you remind yourself and come back to this moment with this symbol, with the red flower goddess, you will realign with this energy. Allow the anchoring into your body and receive the love. Feel yourself bathed in this love, this oneness, and this light. Surrender what you're holding on to or struggling with. It's dissolving. Just let go. There's no struggle. There's no lack. Just be in the love. Be infused. Fill up your tank. Enlighten. Declare, I am an excellent receiver. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now allow the red goddess, the Sri Yantra, and this base of infinity to gift you with a vision of the new you. What is something you can think about, connect to, hook into as you are breaking free from recreating the old you again and recreating the you that is ready to be birthed and live and breathe and have your being here and now? And it is done. We give great thanks for this infusion, this connection, this rebalancing, this enlightening, and this sacred journey. We give great thanks to the Sri Yantra, to Lalita, the triple mother goddess, the red goddess, the red flower. We thank you for bringing strength and love, power together back to our hearts, that we may be strong, powerful, and creative. And we can be loving, soft. We can be the one and the all. We can be the light and the dark. We can be love, be light, be abundance. Relax and feel yourself gently coming back into this present moment. Bringing this Sri Yantra structure, connection, activation, symbol, the red goddess, the flower, the awakening, the strength and the love. Slowly feel it descending down over you, reconnecting with your crown and your inner eye, feeling your head and your shoulders and your arms, slowly allowing the integration back into this physical moment and awareness point. Slowly bringing your awareness back from the Bindu, from unity, back through from the supreme world and awareness, into the atmosphere, onto the earth, your heart, your breath, your spine, your hips, your belly, your organs, everything one with this sacred unity. Down your legs and muscles, your bones into your knees, your wrists, into your ankles, your feet and your hands. Feel this divine light, this connection, this frequency, this flow of abundance. Now feel it moving out of your feet. Allow it to clear your feet chakra and pour down, 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 down into your earth star to be transformed back into power for you. Come back to your heart and put your hands on your heart. I really want you to focus on feeling the strength of the red energy here. In the chakras, traditionally, red is in the root and green is in the heart. We've had to heal the heart. Green is a healing vibration. It's a renewing vibration. Now it is time for you to take the power of creation, the power of your root, the power where your 8 original cells, your soul blueprint live, the power of that energy, and bring it back up into the heart. Now is the time when we reclaim our energy and our wisdom. Now is the time that we say, yes, I can be love and light and be prosperous and powerful. I can be strong and be me and not acquiesce to everyone else's ways. And I can be kind and not judgmental and give love wherever I go. I can be strong and powerful and go out in the world and make a change and really stand and be seen. And I can relax, go into my creation, be receptive, be alone, be present, listen to the universe. I am all of these, and I am the blending point. I am the transformational chamber. My heart, my mind, my experience, my soul's intentions and blueprints, everything I've done, everything I've been, I accept it all. And I bring back power and fierce love and stability to my heart. Feel it. Take a deep breath in, and you're going to blow and explode it out to your whole body and every other part of you. 3, 2, 1. Feel it moving in your veins, down into your fingers, moving through your brain, in your lungs, moving through your cerebral spinal fluid, in your lymphs, tendons, cartilage, bones, in your mind, in your thoughts. I am that I am, Ea Esher Ea. I am the field of abundance. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Remember to give yourself a hug, paint yourself, feel your arms with your hands, really anchor into your body. Agree to be here now fully, that it's safe to be in your body now that you've taken strength and power back into your heart, that you now know that you are both and all and neither and none. You are all and you are you. Tap your forehead. Let's tap this in, tap this in, tap this in. Run around with both of your hands and your fingers like little critters running around over to your temples, up to your crown, back and forth on your head. Now all around on your head, all the way around the outside of your head where your crown is. Open that crown, activate it, integrate it. Now all the way around your head like a headband, running, tapping, 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 and back to the center of your forehead. Now just press down with your fingers. Your fingers are touching each other, fingernail to fingernail at the very center of your forehead, in a line from your hairline to the bridge of your nose. And now you push down on your forehead and slowly, slowly start to pull open, moving your hands to the sides of your head. Very slowly, like you're pulling the skin open, opening that third eye and clearing away all you've released, like you're clearing off a windshield. Now, from your temples, go up again to your crown. Tap, tap, tap. Release that from your hands, and I want you to rub your hands together. Rub your hands together, really, really rub them together. All that no longer serves me, all that I have loosened and released, all that I am ready to release, conscious or unconscious, all that keeps me from my flow of abundance, my alignment with my purpose, and unity. I now release and feel it all coming up into your hands, coming up into your hands, coming up into your hands. 3, 2, 1. Throw your hands in the air and just hold them. Feel the tingling, feel the energy flying out of you. You're sending them up into the temple of the Sri Yantra to the very tippy point when everything comes back to unity, oneness, and wholeness. All you no longer need, thoughts, feelings, relationships, experiences, conditions, let it all go, let it all go, let it go, let it all go, let it all go. Now the stream may continue to come from you all day, so let's just align with a clear intention that I allow, align, and accept for these energies to safely and release in the optimal way for me all day today. And that as they go, I keep allowing the love of the red goddess and the expansion of the three worlds and the beauty of my multidimensional nature to fill the spots where they left. Love and light, strength and heart, purpose and creation. Let it all go and let the new in. Thank you for being here. Please take this into your day. Spread this love and light in your smile, in your look. Use this as X-ray vision to see through situations, people, places, buildings, anything. See through what you perceive as ugly or bad. See the divine within. Leave them with that gift and allow it like a seed to nurture. Bring the Sri Yantra with you. Remember it. Tap your forehead. Sri Yantra, Lalita, Red Goddess. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Enjoy your world. Enjoy bringing this new multidimensional world into yours. Remember that with every touch, every step, every breath, every thought, every word, every look, you are giving energy into the world. Give love. Be strong. Be bold. Be yourself. Gift us with who you really are. We will all be abundant then. Thank you. We give great thanks to this circle, to this Sri Yantra temple, to all of the elementals that have been here, to each of us, to this moment in time. This circle is open yet unbroken. Let the peace of the goddess, the unity of the Sri Yantra, and the love of your true heart go with you. In Lakech Alakin, you are another me, I am another you. We are one. Have a beautiful and blessed day. Share this. Thank you so much. Go to nanakasha.com if you want to get on an email list where we remind you of these, and we'll be sending you the Sri Yantra and the Lakshmi Abundance Chant. And make sure that you come to Facebook every day around 11, and we will bless each other again. Mwah.